And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel, Nursing Education Tutor. My name is Cheryl Spencer. It's Tuesday night, so let's see if anyone comes on. Anybody who has an exam tomorrow, a little bit nervous in anticipation of your exam for tomorrow. So we shall see. There's some game show going on in the background, so enjoy. Well, it's Tuesday night. I think we're, 3 months away from November and our general election and some other things going on. Our amazing country. Let's hope the world is good. I think I have some company. So let's see if anyone comes on. I decided let's just keep our consistent Tuesday night chat, because even if one person comes on and gets a little bit of calm, a little bit of zen, to get them in a good mindset for an exam if they have tomorrow, it is well worth it. A dinner of one or two is better than no dinner at all. So let's see. Hey, who's this? Hey, hey, Priscilla. How did you do in that exam, Priscilla? I hope you did well. Please, I hope you did. I just figure, yeah, okay, private. Hey, look at, I like that. It's so good. You can put it in the open. Bam, 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 bam. That's how you do that. That's how you do it on your way out. I like that. Now, I'm sure you hoped it was a 95, of course. But like every student aims for a 95. But honey, when you get to your last semester and you're on your way out the door, you will take yourself a 73.5 and say mathematically, nope, I hoped it was a 74. Or you've lowered your standards. You've hoped it was a 74, but you're glad it's an 80, so you have a little bit of a cushion for the next exam. Isn't that so funny? It's so funny with prerequisites. You all leave A and P, you were shooting for your A, memorizing your bones, cranial nerves that you don't really know anything about anymore. All you know now, okay, fine. If they have a CV on the left side, it's right side hemiplegia and vice versa. Y'all don't remember the rest of those cranial nerves. I mean, really, But anyway, so y'all came in. I'm going to be that one student that gets an A in fundamentals. Good luck with that. Then you go through the yellow brick road of nursing school, and happy for you, Priscilla. You're near the end and you've lowered your standards, girl. You're like us. I just want a 74 because it says RN. It doesn't say RN barely passed. It doesn't say RN had to repeat. It doesn't say RN ace. It says RN. It's only because ain't nobody really care. Know your competencies. Be safe, professional, communication, informatics, critical thinking, clinical judgment. It don't matter. Of course, barely passed. If you're patient, I did really well on the HESI. Hey, that's well good. You did very. That's good. So the HESI, that means you do good on the NCLEX. Because we don't make the HESI. I mean, I kind of know somebody who writes a little bit of the NCLEX, because I'm on the N. But good for you, Priscilla. I'm really happy for you. I think in 202, your HESIs are a lot of like 5%, 3%, or something like that. Whatever. Don't blink. Just keep your focus. Keep your eye on that prize, girl. Eye on that prize, and you just get out and get through. So, I was like, I was so busy. I'm busy today. Busy. But, good busy. Good busy. But I'm like, you know what? I set out to try to do this consistent, and so I'm going to try to do Tuesday nights as much as I can. Of course, if you didn't have an exam, at least y'all just spread the word. Tuesday night, Cheryl Spencer going to do some sort of live, beat 7, beat 8 Eastern time, so y'all can hop on, say hello to your girl, do what y'all going to do, all that YouTube stuff. I don't beg for likes. I don't beg for subscriptions. I never set out to do that, but y'all know what to do. I'm like, by now, y'all know what to do. Do that. So I'm trying to be a little consistent with this and looking through my videos. I don't do the clickbait nonsense bit. If it's something really pertinent in the news that could benefit a nursing student or something that I can learn from, I'll do it. This year has been just, been one of those years. But we have to move on and try, and I'm trying. And, this is probably the only social kind of, well, it's not a social media, but kind of a online thing that I really do. I kind of been just back off from Facebook because just some of those stupid comments. 3%, and I agree it's so different, but I'm glad to be making, are you prepping for a 101 exam in general, whoever comes? Yes, exactly. Exactly, Priscilla. So right now, I'm doing it, to be honest with you, which this video I'll probably, don't even leave up. Ideally, I would like to say, let's say, I'm leading the talk, and I can arrange one of my colleagues who happens to be a med-surg instructor or a psych instructor, and they could also come on. So some of the questions, I don't know everything. I don't teach psych. A family member with psych, because most people have psych 1 in 4, but I'm no expert on psych. So some of the psych questions, I'd be like, yo, maybe some instructor in the comments section. So that's my vision for this, Priscilla, to be honest with you. So let's say, I don't know, next Tuesday we're having a talk and somebody says, oh, professor, I need, can you answer a question on, some pediatric stuff? Like, maybe there's some pediatric instructors. So hopefully, some of them, they will come on as Professor Sasa's come on, another professor from another school outside of CUNY came on, which was quite flattering. And yeah, so I'm getting there. I got goals. I got goals. Don't worry. I want to be like Naomi Campbell type of subscribers. Who's my other favorite? Oh, my other favorite YouTuber. He's a dude, Patrick Starr. I let my classmates know, a lot of people. Yeah, so thanks you. Yeah, so you gotta set goals. I'm telling you, listen to me. Please tell them, and they don't even have to be nurses. They could be wannabe nurses. And so I'm working on some different videos to put up, like the whole, believe it or not, everybody still wants to know the difference between an ADN and a BSN. We're still having this conversation. So I definitely want to do a video that'll definitely get some views. And then I'm thinking of, using a little streaming software. I'm going to pay the $20 a month. There's some free stuff, but if it's free, you have their little logo in the corner. I think I can make a $20 investment. I'll coupon and get that. I'll coupon and get that money, because I'm not trying to pay full price for nothing. But so again, the whole purpose of this channel, students encourage me to do that. Professor should do a channel. So I wasn't trying to do this to make no money, even though I have gotten I got some money from YouTube. Insane that they're like ads on your channel and based on the views. I'm not making Patrick Starr or Paris Hilton or who's that chick that does the slime? Just a mirror. This girl has a channel all about slime. Like, what are we doing wrong? But anyway, so when that whole 1,000 likes and 4,000 watch hours, the reason why that was so great, it allows me to do this. The way YouTube is, in order to be able to go live from a smartphone device, there are other ways. You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours and 2 videos. Thanks to COVID, I can't believe I'm thanking COVID for nothing, but thanks to a COVID-related video, whatever, I hit that this past summer. And I got 169,000 views on one video. Like, yo. I know that's all I needed. That's all I needed in order to meet the basic requirements to, to beat the. So go look up that video, Priscilla. It's a video on how to crochet a simple face mask. And again, everybody was doing a face mask, and I'm like, yo, I crochet. I had never ever made a video on crochet. I've taught people how to crochet, but the interesting how life works. Had I made that video 20 years ago, it probably wouldn't be the same. I'm an educator now. I'm a trained educator, so I know how to teach. And that was really the most flattering part for me about the video. Not the views so much, but the fact that some of the comments when people said, "Oh my God, it was simple." I thought I went too fast, but this one person said, "Oh, your voice wanted to put me to sleep." But I appear when I record stuff, I talk a little bit slower, and that's what the students say. So they like that because honey, in class, I'm a mile a minute, But so I was very grateful that I'm typical. Somebody kick me out of these stupid phone calls. If what was I saying, Kate? When these calls come in, if I make $1, $1,000, $1,000,000 on YouTube, excellent. If I don't know, this was not my but passive income is good income, So I'm happy. I'm happy about that. So I don't know. Somebody was calling. I guess the whole thing is somebody was calling me, just messed up my life. But anyway, it's a good human being. But I'm not in the mood to talk to anybody right now. I'm here talking to Priscilla. So Priscilla, what's on your next what's your next exam? It's hot as hell. What was his first exam rather? And then tell me what's on the next one. The next one is community. First exam was psych. Oh, and you got an 80. Great. So you know how to handle schizophrenia and the SSRI and the risperidone and you see, I do know something. And the Haldol and well, good luck with community. Listen. You know what, Priscilla? At this barely, at this point, you just want to finish. You hear me? So I'm happy you did well on the HESI. That's look at me. I'm like sweaty. Yeah, like okay. I'll probably not leave this video for long. Like she said, they're like sweating. But good luck with that. I hope everybody. I'm cracking up. Hey, listen to me. I'm keeping this as real as possible. You listen. You have to be. You really have to be, Priscilla. I think when I've seen some of these YouTubers, and what was I saying? Look, I mean, I'm not here to tell everybody my personal business, but you need to be a little lighten up. I mean, what if I came on here and said, "Good afternoon, my name is Professor Spencer. We're going to talk about what possibly could be in your exam tomorrow and give you some tips." Y'all would think like I'm sedated or some stuff. I'm like, really? Y'all don't want to talk like that. The same way I talk in class. No, ma'am. They'd be like, "Professor is lit." I mean, I'm not going to cuss or anything. It's not made for kids, but I just want it to be a little bit light. But by now most of you'll understand. If you can learn, in a soft environment. It doesn't have to be so ritualistic. But don't be fooled by the laughter. There is substance behind the content. I think that's what people mistake. That's what people mistake sometimes. That's what people mistake sometimes. They figure, oh, there's so much fun going on in class. They're laughing. They have no idea. This student actually said to me once, she said, "Professor, they think that we're just playing tic-tac-toe in your class." I'm like, well, that's a suggestion. How could I incorporate that in active learning? Hey, they think I'm playing tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe it is, Yo, we got company, Priscilla. We have 2 people. Yes, goals. Yes, Priscilla. I'm telling you. So, I have some ideas, and hopefully, hopefully I can sit down and get some solid videos on some solid content. But I mean, I don't want to be as giddy as Nurse Blake. I'm happy. Thank you so much. And I hope I focused on the stuff that you can Google. I mean, there's some things in this profession. Let's be honest. There's some things in lecture you could Google. It's like you don't need an entire. They're Jeopardy questions. Which nurse did this? Yeah, that's a Jeopardy question. Smithsonian. What's more important is what did this nurse discover that was wrong, and how did that nurse affect change? That to me is better than who was the first this, whatever. There's a Florence in every. I know that I get beat all the time. Oh, you trash Florence. I'm not trashing Florence. There's a Florence in every culture. Florence was a rich white woman, and with that comes power. And I'm grateful and happy that Florence did have that type of power. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here talking about nursing. Well, let's be real. It wasn't just Florence. There was some other first there. There's a half black, half Scottish chick named Mary Seacole. She was there, but she ain't getting no credit because she was half black. Let's just call it like it is. What? What? What are they gonna do? Take away my RN license? Do it. Yes, I'm not trashing Florence. I'm not. I'm just saying that, she, because of her influence, money, power, and lack of the melanin, she was able to effect change. So I'd like to talk more about that than just Jeopardy question. Who's the lady in the lamp? Like, what difference does it make who she was? Let's talk about what she did and how she helped. And she didn't help, but it wasn't just her. It was some of other people. So I know. I know. Them all nursing theorists out there go, oh, the Negro is talking. Well, hey, what can I tell you? I know. You see, I could not teach professional issues Sunday because that's how I would teach it. That's how I would teach professional issues. Do you know the stink they put up a statue of Mary C. Cole in the UK, who was there at the same time no, not Flo, the same time Flo was at the Crimean War. Mary C. Cole, half black, half Scottish, half Jamaican, she was there. With black didn't have no power, but I'm just saying. I don't teach those courses. I'm telling you, it would be too much of an editorial, whatever. So Nurses Week happens around the first week in May, Florence's birthday. Okay. But like I said, with the money comes the power. And I'm grateful that she used her power. And that's how I look at it. I'm happy. If she wasn't, it's not just white, but that's where the money was, still is. But, with her power, I mean, she could just done what a lot of them debutantes did back then, just went to the war to find a husband, because that's why her daddy sent her. I'm just saying, like, why does a rich white woman go hang around? you know? But she had a different plan. Who knows? Maybe she wasn't into guys, allegedly. So I heard, according to her stories, but whatever. I told you, if there was a nursing lightning, I would have been struck already. Whatever. I was caught in a rabbit hole to throw. Oh, dear God, about Mary. Charlotta was very hands-on. Yes, and some people teach, there was a time when certain people who taught professional issues did not even know who Mary Seacole is. Shade, good night, yeah. Shade, for real, for real, for real, for real. Oh, we have 3 people. We have a private dinner party of 3. Who else came on? I mean, I'm just having, Priscilla, you're having a correct, watching videos. She did a lot. It was very, yeah, she was. One year I actually challenged all students from all cultures to in my class to find out who the first nurse was in their profession, in their culture. So for instance, somebody from Colombia had to go do some research, and you would be surprised that once you dig, you will find that, oh my God, 150 years ago, Maria Chiquita Sentada from Puerto Rico was, we have to look deep. We need to, I think how do I put it? We're walking up right now. There's a disparity with access and stuff, but let's be honest, there's some of us that do okay. We can read, we can do some research to dig up and try to find out some of our own. Some of our own. So anyway, that's the story. Who else is here with us? Well, anyway, I don't know. Who else is? Priscilla, this is so funny. You have to come on every Tuesday. You have to remind me and tell those people to come on and say, hey, Professor Spencer's there talking about in the news. Of course, we always talk about a little bit in the news. I don't want to talk about COVID anymore. I don't want to talk about the politics anymore. I don't do that whole people. But, I decided to come on just to get a little break. But I had a busy day, good, productive day, and c'est la vie. So community, I don't know nothing about community. There's always a running joke with nursing students. There's always some question about you go to somebody's house. I love that I can say this stuff because I don't know what's on your test. I don't teach your content. I can just say whatever comes to mind. So students always talk about there's always some question. I don't know if it's a teacher-made test or some standardized test outside of your school. If you go to someone's house for a home care visit, and when you open up taking notes, take them notes, girl. Yeah, when you go to somebody's house for a home care visit, and let's say you ring the doorbell, like we go into anybody's house now, you ring the doorbell, and a dog, a pet comes to the door. There was always some answer. What should you do first? And there was some answer. You must address the pet. I'm like, what do you say? Hello, pet. My name is Cheryl Spence. I'm going to be your master's nurse today. No, but the whole point of that was, I like dogs, cats. So, for real, you think I'm joking? So, listen, you ask, when you go to your lecture, you ask them, said, how do you interact when pets are in the mix at a home care visit? I mean, especially talking about, now, I'm not trying to talk about a service dog. A service dog, you can truly, I can understand a service dog, even though you and I and the other 3 people on this live know that there are a lot of people, them service animals are not even service animals. They have them registered so they can carry them on the plane. There's like a plane everywhere. It's really unfortunate because some service animals are really, really amazing who can detect, seizures and, alert emergency personnel. But when you go to a community lecture, ask them, say, hey, professor, I have a question. What's that? That's a percent. For real. Yeah, shoot. I wish you could have a service dog that could tell if you're studying to your potential. Your service dog could give you a tap. You're studying. You have a service dog that can assess your readiness. Ooh, look at that! A service dog that could. You're home doing prep you're there doing prep and you have your choices, and let's say you do a select all that apply and there are 4 right answers and you've only clicked 3, that service dog can sense it and give you a little nudge. Only me would try to design a new but no, but on a serious note, you should find out how you interact with that and certain things like that. I don't know, goals for real. Listen, you need to think different. I mean, a couple of years I'm a judge. I didn't do it last year because of life. I was a judge for the New York State Science and Technology Fair. Nerdy girl. Wakanda, vibranium, at the New York Hall of Science, and you see these high school kids and some of the stuff that comes out of their mind. I'm like, yo, but so I like to see emerging stuff. I mean, some of the stuff that goes through my head, I'm like, I wish, I could develop it. Like 100 years from now, I won't be here. But some 10-year-old is gonna get the Nobel Prize for doing some idea we had. So I don't know. So there you go, a service dog that can detect if you're picking the right nursing question answers. Wouldn't that be something? That dog would be very, very pricey. I'm just saying, Priscilla, work on that, boo boo. Work on that. Anyway, c'est la vie. Well, I'm so happy. I'm not gonna hang on too long, because it's been a long day and I don't have an exam tomorrow. I could have a drink. Maybe I can have a glass of wine. Doubt it. I'll see. But but seriously, Priscilla, send those students over, and send me some. You could or 2. No, I could, but I talk more about wine than I drink. I don't like that. I would have to sip it so slow. I don't like my body to. Once my brain's getting out of the fog, I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. So for that, but. It's like, when I was doing a health history over the summer, and they asked questions. So one of the questions, do you smoke? No. Do you ever smoke? No. Do you drink? And I always pause. Well, you know, I hate that occasionally or socially always needs. And how often, you know, when they say how often do you drink? And when I look, I mean, I think I was filling this thing out in July. Yeah, I think I was filling it out in July. And I think then I probably hadn't had like a glass of wine like 2 months. I remember saying to my sister, I need to drink more. That's what I need to drink more. I mean, I'm like, I looked at him like, said, my goodness, you don't smoke, you don't do any drugs, and you haven't had a glass of wine in like 2 months. Girl, you need to up the spirits. But no, yeah, I don't like that. I have a shot and stuff for every once in a while, but no, I don't like that feeling. I glass of wine, sip wine, but no, I've dumped many a liquor, you know, in the sink. You know, I mean, I remember back in the day, my friends were all doing tequila shots, 1 tequila, 2 tequila, and I did one, went down nice and smooth. I'm just saying, goes on really nice and smooth, and you don't feel nothing. But I like to pace up my liquor, so I was pacing, and before I was attempting shot number 2, number 1 was starting to hit the bloodstream, and I was like, yo. So I remember there is some plant at a certain place that was the recipient of some tequila shots, and it wasn't, I'm just saying. You know, yeah, nah, 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 nah. Anyway, listen, people, I'm gonna head out of here. Priscilla and everybody else, whoever those shy people, whoever those shy people that just came on, you know, all the best. You know, I'll try to put up some more videos. I'll try to go live Sunday. I was just not in a position to do a happy Sunday. I didn't get to go to CVS, but you know, I always tell, you know, this curtain is one house, the other curtain is a different house. So that's kind of how it is. But listen to me. Have a great night. Priscilla, you won't have a test tomorrow. Anybody else who does, I wish you well. And as you know, every time I come on here, I start this bit, you know, it's like, you know, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I hope you stay. Have a good day. Bye.